A noun is a word that names a person, place, thing, or idea. Think of it as the building block of sentences. For example, teacher is a noun because it names a person, while classroom names a place. Even abstract concepts like happiness or freedom are nouns. They help us communicate clearly and express our thoughts. So, next time you're in class, look around. Everything you see is likely a noun, making our conversations rich and meaningful. Remember, without nouns, we'd be lost for words.
Common nouns are the unsung heroes of our language. They name general items, people, or places like dog, city, or teacher. For instance, when I say car, I'm talking about any car, not a specific one like a Tesla. Think of apple. It could be any apple, not just a Granny Smith. These nouns help us communicate clearly without getting bogged down in specifics. So next time you're chatting, remember the power of common nouns. They keep our conversations flowing and relatable.
A noun is a word that names a person, place, thing, or idea. Think of it as the building block of sentences. For example, teacher is a noun because it names a person, while classroom names a place. Even abstract concepts like happiness or freedom are nouns. They help us communicate clearly and express our thoughts. So, next time you're in class, look around. Everything you see is likely a noun, making our conversations rich and meaningful. Remember, without nouns, we'd be lost for words.
Proper nouns are the VIPs of the language world. They name specific people, places, or organizations like Albert Einstein, New York City, or NASA. Unlike common nouns, which are general, proper nouns always start with a capital letter. Think of them as the unique identifiers that help us distinguish one thing from another. For example, when I say city, it could be any city, but Paris takes us straight to the City of Lights. Remember, using proper nouns adds clarity and precision to our communication, making our sentences more vibrant and engaging. So, next time you write, sprinkle in those proper nouns to bring your ideas to life. Concrete nouns are tangible things you can see, touch, or experience. Think of words like apple, dog, and car. Each of these represents something real in our world. For example, when I say apple, you can picture its color, feel its texture, and even taste its sweetness. Concrete nouns help us communicate clearly by grounding our ideas in reality. They contrast with abstract nouns, which represent concepts or feelings, like love or freedom. So, next time you describe your favorite snack or pet, remember, you're using concrete nouns to bring your words to life.
An abstract noun is a type of noun that represents an idea, quality, or state rather than a concrete object. Think of words like happiness, freedom, and courage. These aren't things you can touch or see, but they evoke powerful feelings and concepts. For example, love can inspire art and poetry, while justice drives social movements. Abstract nouns help us express complex emotions and ideas, making our language rich and nuanced. They allow us to connect on a deeper level, sharing our thoughts and experiences in a way that transcends the physical world. Understanding abstract nouns enhances our communication and appreciation of the human experience.
Countable nouns are words that represent items you can count individually, like apple, book, or car. You can say one apple, two apples, or even 100 apples. They can be singular or plural, so remember to add an S for the plural form. For example, cat becomes cats. Countable nouns can also be used with numbers and words like many or few. So you might say, I have 3 books, or there are many students in the class. Understanding countable nouns helps you communicate clearly and makes your writing more precise. Keep practicing, and soon you'll be a pro at spotting them. Uncountable nouns are fascinating. They represent things we can't count individually, like water, information, or furniture. Imagine trying to say 2 furnitures. It just doesn't work. Instead, we use quantifiers like some or a little. For example, you might say, I need some advice, or can I have a little sugar? In a learning environment, Understanding uncountable nouns helps us communicate more clearly. So next time you're writing or speaking, remember, when in doubt, think about whether you can count it. If not, you're likely dealing with an uncountable noun. Compound nouns are fascinating. They're formed when two or more words combine to create a new meaning. For example, toothbrush merges tooth and brush to describe a tool for cleaning teeth. In a learning environment, think about classroom. It's where students and teachers come together. Or notebook, which holds all your notes and ideas. These combinations make our language richer and more precise. So next time you pick up a backpack or sit in a library, remember, you're using compound nouns that enhance communication and understanding.
Collective nouns are fascinating. They're words that describe a group of individuals acting as a single unit. For example, a flock of birds or a team of players. In a classroom, you might refer to a class of students or a bunch of pencils. These terms not only enrich our language, but also help us visualize groups more vividly. Imagine a murder of crows. Sounds dramatic, right? Collective nouns add color and personality to our conversations, making language more engaging. So next time you're in a learning environment, think about the collective nouns around you and how they shape our understanding of groups.
In our classroom, possessive nouns show ownership. For example, if I say Sarah's book, it tells us that the book belongs to Sarah. It's like a little sign that says, "This is mine." We can also use possessive nouns with plural forms, like the teacher's lounge, which means the lounge belongs to multiple teachers. Remember, adding an apostrophe and an S usually does the trick for singular nouns, while just an apostrophe works for plural nouns that already end in S. So next time you see something that belongs to someone, think of it as their possessive noun in action.
In our English class, we often hear about gerunds, those sneaky little words that end in ing. Think of them as action nouns. For example, running isn't just about the action. It can be the subject of a sentence, like running is fun. Here, it's not just what we do, it's what we talk about. Gerunds can also be objects, like in I enjoy swimming. So, when you're at school, remember that every time you mention activities like studying, playing, or even doodling, you're using gerunds. They help us express our passions and hobbies, making our conversations more vibrant.